I write poetry.
Do you have a poem that's kind of you want to share?
Sure. When I look around, I see people tweaking on the ground. They got the nerve to tell me not to make a sound when they look around and no more dope can be found. You know them type of people aren't kind, 'cause they have a one-track mind. You know peace and happiness with that kind you and me will never find.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Afghan Trucker here. We're here with Luz again. How you doing, Luz?
All right, I'm blind now.
I know. I want to hear your whole story. I was in the Vegas area. Actually, I'm going to stay here for a while. I wanted to help out my friend Luz. I want to hear your story. And go ahead, let me tell you what's been going on since the last time we interviewed, which was like a few months ago, I think.
Yeah.
What's been going on with you?
Well, my boyfriend died.
Okay.
He went into cardiac arrest. And he was on hospice for 2 months. He started hitting me again when he had the first cardiac arrest. I went and picked him up from the hospital, gave him a place to live. He started smoking crack, stopped his pills, had a second heart attack, and did 2 months on life support. Couldn't move his body, couldn't talk, and after 2 months he died.
Can we show a picture of him real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Is that okay with you?
Sure. That's him, that's his obituary, and that's me and him in the other picture. He died on June 5th. We were together 19 years. Very abusive relationship. In fact, now that he's gone, I could tell my story. How I went blind in my right eye is one day he was gone 2 days. And the second day I saw him, he was in an alley with 2 other women. And they were all pushing crack pipes like the Statue of Liberty. So I tell him, oh, so I called everybody but the morgue looking for you, because this is new behavior. And this is what I mean to you, a crack pipe? He tells me, give me some money. I said, I'm not giving you nothing to smoke with these maggots. He picked up a rock and hit me in the head. Well, it was a little rock, but it hit me right in the temple. Next day, I didn't go to the hospital because it didn't bleed, it didn't swell. It didn't swell, nothing. No after effects. Until the next day, I started blowing out a lot of fluid from my nose. Clear fluid. And my whole sinuses hurt so bad. So I went and got some sinus meds and sprayed it in my nose. Didn't work. The day after that, I could not lift my head from the pillow. The side that he hit me on hurt so bad. I thought I had an aneurysm, which is a blood clot in the brain. I told my roommate, I said, please hurry up and call 911 because I feel like I'm gonna die. I was screaming in pain. I mean, it was 10 times worse than a migraine, and you could imagine that. Well, anyway, they rushed me to the hospital, took a CAT scan. Come to find out, I had 2 skull fractures. I had a hematoma, which is a bruise on the brain, and my eye separated from the retina because I couldn't see out my right eye. Well, he blinded me. 2 skull fractures and a bruise on my brain, which caused me some brain damage. The eye got infected, so now it kind of looks like a monster. He messed up my whole, I mean, if you see pictures, like in that picture right there, compared to now, it's a big disfigurement of my whole face. Now,
Yeah.
I'm barely seeing out of my other eye.
Why is that?
Well, at first I thought it was because of my right eye going back, because it has nothing to hold the eyeball. So the eyeball's going back towards the brain. They're going to do surgery on that and remove it and give me a prosthetic. But little did I know that I had glaucoma, and it's in a progressing state right now, where all I see is shadows. I don't see faces, I don't see the sidewalk, I don't see anything in my apartment, but I know my apartment and I know my way around really good. And it's just too dangerous for me to go outdoors by myself because I'm falling, and you know, I don't see bumps and stuff on the curb. So I got tired of falling, so I just stay here with my cat, me and King. I named him King.
King.
He's
Is
the
that
king
the
of my
same?
castle. Huh?
Is that the same little kitty I was playing with a few months ago?
No, this is another one. That one was real mean, and somebody stole them from me.
Someone stole.
Yeah, a homeless guy bought me this cat because I put a $20 reward for the other one to bring him back.
Yeah. Bring him over here real quick. I
And
love animals.
He's an they made him an emotional support animal.
Okay.
So meaning he could go anywhere, even if they don't allow animals, they have to allow him. Because he's like part of me.
Yeah.
So that's my king. That's my little man.
You know, who takes care of you now? Who helps you out and how often?
Nobody. I mean, people come and they just make a mess and do what they want to do. But at the end of the day, when they leave, shit, I got my shower dripping, my shower hand on the floor. Oh no, they eat my food.
Who's they? Like your friends?
Just Johnny's friends, my ex's friend.
Yeah.
Because he kept me to the point where I couldn't associate with anybody. He kept me very isolated. In a way, I thank him, because now that I deal with the people he used to deal with, I know why he kept me isolated. Because they're no good. You know, they were all out for themselves. Nobody, at the end of the day, nobody's really for my benefit. You know, their MO is all about them, you know. And being that I can't see, they come here, they thought they could get high here, you know, and all that shit. So I got to keep that away from me, because I'm an ex-crack addict. And I just can't go backwards.
So you're still sober?
I'm still sober and clean.
How are you staying clean with all these
just
issues?
Watching them. Just watching them have nothing brings me back to the way I used to be. You know, in mind, not physical. Yeah. I don't want to be like that. And I can't afford to be on the street. Because I'm not street material, no more. You know, I spent all my life as a prostitute since I was 7 years old. My mother was a heroin addict. And my dream right now is my stability. And if God sends me somebody to love me for me, I'm going to take every opportunity and chance I got right now to live my life and not just exist. And right now, I'm very secluded because I have nobody to help me. And my trust factor is very small because I've been hurt too much. So it's just me and my cat and the sound of my TV, you know, because I can't see pictures. It's keeping me stable for right now. I don't go outside, I'm too afraid. Because there's nobody there to tell me a car's coming or not. And I can't see the cars coming at me in the day or the night. Maybe the night, because I could see lights. But if a car came by without no lights, I'm done.
Yeah.
I can't see the sidewalks. I can see bright colors. That's it.
Do you have any family in the area? Don't you have a...
I have no family. I have a daughter out here that lives a block away. But right now she's dealing with her own issues. And once again, I gave up all my kids for adoption.
Yeah.
When they was babies, because I wanted them to have a chance in life. I didn't want to bring them into the lifestyle I was in. Not that I didn't love them. I loved them enough to give them up to have a chance. Yeah. And that hurts me, but they thank me. Right now my Social Security's pending.
Okay.
So all I get is food stamps for income. Next week I have an appointment finally with the Social Security doctor on the 9th. So hopefully I get approved and have some kind of income where I can pay somebody to take me for a walk.
Yeah.
You know,
Your
or
social
buy me a
worker-
new pair of shoes.
Your social worker doesn't help you with that?
No, they're not allowed to give you money. They just help with your housing. And
Don't you get other kinds of assistance?
she gives me food boxes once a week
What
when
about...
I go for my counseling.
Can you go to assisted living next?
I don't want to. I want to live alone.
Okay. But you can't, you qualify for assisted living, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure, but I'm not a people person. I, don't want to be locked down. I've been locked down all my life. I got over 200 and something arrests since the age of 13. Misdemeanor prostitutions. And being in a cell and in county and city jails. No, it would remind me too much of being in jail. I want to be free, where I could pay somebody to take me for a walk or for ice cream or to a restaurant. I want to experience things I never did before.
Yeah.
Because 19 years with my ex, the one that passed, the only place he ever walked me was to the corner to go prostitute.
So he was your pimp?
Yeah, you can say that. I allowed that to happen to me.
Yeah.
It started out as boyfriend, girlfriend. We're gonna have things. We're gonna do things. Then the crack kicked in, and we both got addicted. And he gave it to me more and more because he knew the more crack he gave me, the more I'd make money for him to go out with other girls or his partners and leave me for 2 and 3 days out there worrying about him and while he's partying, and just big old vicious cycle is what it was.
I'm gonna try to help you out here, take you some places you haven't been before and have some
I would love
conversation.
it. I would love it.
And also,
just to buy a pair of shoes would be like heaven for me right now.
in the background, maybe I can talk to some people. And what is your prognosis on your other eye? Is there a chance you may be able to save it?
No, I'll be blind, totally blind. I feel like I'm totally blind now because all I see is shadows. I mean, right now I'm sure all the lights are on in my house. I know my door's open, but all I see is darkness. I can't even see your face, and you're right there on my couch.
I know when I knocked on the door, you didn't recognize me.
No, I can't see your face fully.
So there's no chance, huh? Doctor said absolutely none? They can't take
No,
it to a
it's in a
specialist?
progressing state right now.
Both eyes?
Yeah, well, the other one he took, my boyfriend took that from me. I'm totally blind, the other one. I mean, I had pus shooting out my damn pupil. I'm very mad at him still.
Are you?
Yeah, because I really loved him. And I did everything I could to show him love. And all he did was take me for granted. And the more I forgave him, the more he did to me. He shit on me. Until the last minute of his death, He was on a trach, a ventilator, and a feeding tube. And I would call him every night, and they would put me on speaker just to tell him I loved him and that I forgave him. And the last day, 3 hours before he died, I called the hospice and I told him I love you, and if it's okay, if you can't fight no more, let go. It's okay, I'll be okay. And it sounded like a robot was trying to say something. And I tell people this story and they say, Luz, they say, he was trying to say something. He was trying to say he was sorry. And that's it, and then he died. I miss him though. I miss the good times. They were very few. But I knew him as a sober person. We lived with his mom for a whole year, and I fell in love with that person. I just thought that I could bring that person back. And he was too far in his addiction to even want to come back to the way he was. And it makes me sad for him, because I know in his heart that he truly loved me.
Yeah, it was the drugs.
Yeah, they could do many horrible things to a person, and they did it to him, and I'm so sad for him, because we could have had a good life together.
So on our next interview, we'll get you something to eat. How about that?
Okay.
McDonald's or Chinese food? You decide,
McDonald's.
and you'll let me know. All right, thank you so much for this interview, and you're okay with us using this on our YouTube channel?
Absolutely.
God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you.